For others who are still joining, I think we will go ahead. Can you all see my screen? Elena?
We can only see the video. Yes.
Okay, just a moment. Can you see it now?
Okay. Yeah.
My face.
Yes, we can. Advertising.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, learners. It's your favorite teacher, M. Monica Matotele. Welcome back to my economics class. Today we are going to look into unit 3.4, which is all about advertising. Okay. In our previous lesson,
Recording in progress.
can you please mute yourself, guys?
So guys, this is what we do. So
okay. In our previous lesson, we discussed and we defined advertising. Just to take you back, we said advertising is a form of communication to customers about product or a service. It's the main component of marketing. Examples of advertisements, we have like posters, we have videos, printings on items such as cups that we sometimes see or t-shirts and so on. So today we are going to talk about the purposes and methods of advertising. Okay. When we talk about purposes of advertising, we mean, like, it means why do people do advertising? In other words, it's like, why do people do advertising? Anyone who perhaps know why people do advertisements that can share with us? Anyone?
To get the name of the product out there.
Yes, correct. And thank you very much. Okay, people advertisements are done mostly for the purpose of to increase the revenue. People do advertisements for customers to know about their product or brand. Advertisements are also done for, let me say, for instance, you are already an existing brand or something, and you have a new product which is coming. So you will have to do advertisements for people to know about your new product or your new services. We continue again with purposes of advertisements. Advertisements are also done to increase brand awareness. They communicate to customers about products and services which I mentioned earlier. For example, let me give an example of that we might have all seen around of Namib Mills. When Namib Mills was introducing their instant top-score porridge, before they even brought them to the shops for selling and everything, we already knew about it. They were doing all sorts of advertisements via radios, posters, and all sorts of things. I'm sure we have all seen them before they even brought them to the shops for selling. This is a picture of it's one of the examples of advertisements, a picture which I took in a taxi. Maybe we might also have seen this. This is also a form of advertisement. Like an example, just for you to understand better. Maybe you might have seen it anywhere, so that is advertisement. So now that we understand the purposes of advertisements, we are going to the methods of advertising. Methods of these are ways of, let me say, instruments where people use to market their products. We have digital marketing. This is one of the fastest ways to reach audience. It's an online advertisement. We have, like now in nowadays where technology is growing so fast, these sort of advertisements are done through Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or even email. When you receive an email from someone, there will be their signature or something. That is also part of advertisements of organizations. We're moving to the methods of advertisement. We have television commercials. These are the type of advertisements that come in between programs or talk shows. And it's one of the most paid advertisements, and it reaches the specific audience. An example here, I can give you an example of a brand like Nike, Adidas. You know, when there's a live, live match, let me say a football live match. Those advertisements that comes in between, like those are the most paid form of advertisement, because like the whole world is watching, like they reach a big number of audience. And they are as well expensive as mentioned. They are very expensive. We also have a radio advertisement, like we have sort of this type of advertisement. We have Omulonga Radio, we have NBC Radio. When you're listening to a program or something, there'll always come an advertisement in between them. That is also a method of advertisement from the radio. We're moving on. We have the billboards and posters. These are our everyday method. We see this almost every day. If you just step out now and go to town or something, you will see a billboard. We have mostly KFC. I've inserted a picture for you to see what a billboard is. We have KFC, you will see MTC, which are everywhere. We have MTC, KFC, Hungry Lion. So we have so many of them. The billboards are large scales of prints of products or services. They are placed mostly at specific locations, as I mentioned, in towns or alongside the roads. This brings us to the end of our lesson. I hope now we understand the methods and as well as the purposes of advertising. We also have, I mentioned billboards as type of types of advertisements methods, but billboards are not always for advertising. You can also find a billboard somewhere which is all about awareness and campaign. Like here, we can see a picture of HIV. It's just like encouraging you to know your HIV status. It says be HIV sure. So billboards are not always for advertising. They can be for campaigns or a certain awareness of something. So this brings us to the end of our lesson. Do we perhaps have any questions? Any question, Lena, or is everything clear?
Okay.
May I continue? Okay, I guess silence is also an answer. Let me continue. Okay, so this brought us to the end of our lesson. We have learned about the methods as well as the purposes of advertisement. So now I have a homework, a task for you to complete. You may take a pen and a paper to copy down your homework.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
You have mentioned the types of advertisement, right?
Yes.
But which of them is the most expensive one? Did you say again? And why?
Let me just take you back. I mentioned it. I say digital marketing. Actually, not digital. Pardon me. Television commercials. I give an example of when there's a live match. Let me say a soccer match playing, like maybe Arsenal and Manchester, whatsoever. Those advertisements that come in between those the live matches, those are the most paid advertisements, because it reaches almost maybe 80% of the world. People go travel miles away to go watch the live match and whatsoever. And on their digital displays, they will always see the sort of advertisement. They are mostly, I've seen the brands like the Nike, they always advertise their shoes or Adidas, and also Coca-Cola. They also advertise them between those matches. So those are the most expensive advertisements.
Can it be also that because television commercials, it creates endorsements for like the famous soccer players, maybe that's why they are charging extra for television commercials?
Yes, that is also one of the reasons. Thank you for your input. That is also one of the reasons.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any question again? Any question again before we go to your task? Okay,
oh, no, it's all clear, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you may copy down your task. It says, just to explain a bit, you are expected to collect newspapers, old or new newspapers. You cut out at least 3 different types of advertisements. It can be a small poster, which is inserted in the newspaper, or a picture, and then you paste them in your notebook. And you should know that these 3 different pictures should be of different organizations or brands. So for instance, if there's a poster of Namib Mills advertising their top score, and there's again another one of Namib Mills advertising their instant porridge, you cannot take both Namib Mills. It should be of different organizations. And again, another one is, I spoke about digital marketing. So you are expected to use computers or cell phones. You can make use of the library materials. We have computers and printers there. So you download 2 examples of online advertisements, and then you print them out and you also paste them in your textbook. You should complete the homework in a group of 2 in pairs. The due date is on the 14th, which is the next Monday. Thank you very much. I hope we have learned something today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, that brought us to the end of our lesson. We may exit the group, the class.
Thank you.